1 year ago, the best in action sports descended on Aspen, Colorado for the X Games.
Welcome to Progression's Playground here at X Games Aspen.
Limits were pushed. Records were broken.
The winningest skier in X Games history.
And moments were celebrated.
Scotty James just Thanos snap.
The never-ending line of progression drove straight to X Games Norway and stretched the boundaries even further.
Holy Santa Claus! Oh my goodness! What? Oh!
But as the celebrations came to an end,
What a magical moment.
our lives changed.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, the game tonight has been postponed.
Unprecedented day in the world of sports, the coronavirus outbreak, bringing nearly every major sport or sporting event to a halt.
Due to the ongoing concerns of COVID-19, X Games Minneapolis has officially been canceled.
We adjusted. We persevered. We reset. But something was missing. The power of together. The power of celebration, of competition, of community. The power of the X Games.
We have arrived. We made it. Day one, X Games Aspen 2021. I'm your host, Jack Matrani. And when we pulled up to the event this year, we didn't know what to expect. The pandemic, no fans, but we all quickly realized how grateful we are that this event is even happening. And tonight, we've got men's ski superpipe. We also introduce you to the rookie sensation, Eileen Gu. But first, can Jamie Anderson continue her legacy in the women's snowboard slopestyle on the Jeep Slopestyle course?
A tradition unlike any other. We welcome you to Buttermilk Mountain for the Winter Spectacular X Games Aspen 2021, and we break in the new year with women's snowboard slopestyle on the Jeep Slopestyle course. What's happening, world? Brandon Graham alongside my A1 since day one, the pro Craig McMorris. Beautiful day to kick off X Games.
I mean, there are so many storylines in this field. Let's take a look at a few here. Brando, Zoe Sadowski, Sinnott, and I think she's a very, very possible gold medalist here today. Why? Because she can destroy that top section and she's got the double corks on the jumps. But who is her biggest competition, do you think, Brando?
Jamie Anderson, the most decorated woman in X Games history, Craig.
Why is she so decorated? Well, she is the queen of consistency. No matter the course, no matter the weather, no matter what position she is in, she is always going to bring it. She has so much style and so much technical prowess, it makes me scared, Brando.
Well, without further ado, let's get it going. Anna Gasser making her 10th X Games appearance. She has won gold in this event, certainly much known for her prowess in big air, but she absolutely has the bag of tricks to be at the top of the podium here in 2021.
Don't sleep on Anna Gasser's rail riding, okay? That's a good front board. That's right in between the bindings. That's teed up 90. That's what I like to see. And I like to see that front blunt same way. So that was probably the best approach at this top rail section. And she goes back 10 double. Everyone's been heel heavy on that first jump.
That first jump has just been the bane of every rider so far today, Craig. And I liked her approach. She seemed to speed tracked properly getting into it.
Had the right speed.
Just couldn't pull it all the way around.
It was lack of English on the rotation. That's what it was. She just didn't have enough to bring it to her toes. Similar to that backside 720 we saw a couple runs ago. Just not enough weight over the toes. I love this front board. Boom. Take a picture. It'll last longer. So that board slide was pretty solid, and here's that backside 1080.
Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Don't got it.
Just so much weight on the heels, there really wasn't a chance of putting it down flat there.
Kokomo Marase crazy to think here in her 5th X Games appearance, she's still just 16 years old, Craig. We remember when she made history at 13 and a half years old, becoming the youngest medalist in an X Games winter discipline. She did it in Norway with that wild double cork 1260 mute in big air.
That's a video that lives in my head rent-free, TBH. That was the craziest, one of the craziest things I've ever seen. She has some gnarly double corks. Little cap 5 to start things off. Into a front 5, so keeping a little bit mellow on those top 2 jumps. She knows that nobody has landed a run yet. Switch back 1 on the quarter pipe feature. Oh, and she goes back 9. So I like this approach. That's not the best tricks Kokomo can do.
Nope.
But that's a solid little run. If she would have landed that backside 900, that would have definitely put her in the lead, and she knows it.
There's a look at our live leaderboard. Iwabuchi, Gasser, and Morgan rounding out our top 3. But a lot to like from this run, Craig.
I mean, she just kept it base down all the way to the very last landing, and I liked how she went backside 9 on that quarter pipe feature. A little too slow, though. That knuckle came up like an uninvited party guest.
So we're under 27 minutes to ride with, and there you see Zoe Sadowski-Sinnott, 19 years old. She's won this event twice before. And Craig, you said it off the top, maybe no one has the bag of tricks quite like Zoe.
Front 10 double, back 10 double. Solid on the rails. Coming to this one, switch here. Switch front blunt same way, so she is in the lead in my personal preference on the rail game. Switch backside 900. Backside 900 all the way down. She airmailed express shipment. And that was just a little too far. I love that switch back 9 combo. Tossing a crippler on the very last feature. She's shaking her head because she knows she did it. It was there.
Well, you saw it right after the rails and after that first run. The game had changed. We started to see an elevated run there.
Oh, she was playing checkers. Everybody else was playing chess so far here today.
Well, even with that stumble, that does put Zoe into the top spot. Again, still plenty to ride with here in the women's snowboard slopestyle final.
That's what I love about this jam format, is we could get 3-4 runs maybe. You just never know. So every run could maybe be your last one, depending on holds and all that good stuff.
We turn our attention now to the queen, Jamie Anderson. 17 X Games medals. She won gold here last year.
Where do you put all that hardware?
We should ask her.
It's a good question.
So Jamie getting the track right.
What do you think's in the headphones right now?
Probably some jam rock. What do you think?
Maybe Pat Benatar.
Love is a Battlefield?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hearing it in my ears.
I'm hearing it too. Maybe she is too.
Jamie Anderson has won this event 6 times. She's medaled in this event 15 times, and she's about to show you why. As you said from the beginning, no one more consistent than Jamie A.
Back lip through the down, flat down. Okay. Cab 2, gap to down. That's a cab double 9.
Whoa.
That is how you do it. You can't do it better than that. I'm sorry. You just can't. Coming to this quarter pipe feature, switch on the toe edge. Switch back 1, hangs on. Hold your breath.
Yep.
Was there a doubt? Did you have a doubt? Because I certainly didn't.
And there we see Jamie's sister, Joni, watching from back home. And Jamie Anderson, as you see there, taking it all in. It should be noted, Craig, as we look at this run, Jamie was right there when Haley Langland went down at practice, and she was the first one down there with her. And I'm sure that was probably tough for her to see and be with, but to put down a run like this on her first attempt, wow.
That's why she has all those medals. There is so much coming at you at the X Games. Jamie hones in, she focuses, and she puts it down on run 1. That cab 2 was very nice.
So we're one run in here in women's snowboard slopestyle, and it's Jamie Anderson taking over the top spot. What else is new?
Yeah.
Nice little TikTok there from Haley Langland. Unfortunately, she went down earlier in practice. We hope she's okay. But to all our fans out there, if you want to join in, check out the X Games #challenge on TikTok and post your clip. We are in the midst of final runs here in the women's snowboard slopestyle final on the Jeep slopestyle course, Craig. Lori Bluan, who's sitting in 5th place. Here is her final run on the Jeep slopestyle course.
Lip slide to fakie. So here's this cab double underflip. 1, 2, makes no mistake. Here's where she needs some more. Front 10 double, yes. Okay. There's that crippler that's been giving her trouble, saves it. Does she have enough speed? Okay, frontside 360. So the previous run, Brando, she tried a frontside 720, obviously fell. Here, takes a 360 out of the equation, lands the frontside 360, doesn't really grab it, but she did land that front 10 solidly. I mean, where do you put her here?
She might have went slightly safer on her ender.
Yep.
But the question becomes now to the judges, has Lori Bluan entered the chat?
I think she's on red, honestly. I mean, I see her beating Julia. I see her in that 3rd place position, but does she beat Zoe and Jamie? I don't know. Maybe beating Zoe?
And
yes,
she
does.
Jumps up into silver medal position. Wow. Well, she's sitting in bronze medal position, but we actually had a chance to catch up with the New Zealander and the 2019 X Games slopestyle champ, Zoe Sadowski-Sinnott.
2019 was my first time competing at X Games Aspen. The invite itself was amazing and I was so stoked. Something clicked in me and I was able to land runs that I'd never done before.
Is this gold? We only have 2 riders so far. Double backflip? Boom! Zoe!
Winning slopestyle gold was a dream come true, and X Games is just the biggest comp of the year. Everyone pulls their biggest tricks. You won't see any other tricks people have been working on until it comes to X Games and they just pull them out of their hats. Because really that's when it matters, is putting those amazing tricks down at X Games.
Is there anything better than your Aspen debut winning a gold medal?
That's about as good as it can get.
On this Jeep slopestyle course. She added another one to her collection last year at X Games Norway in slopestyle. Can she add a 3rd? We know she's guaranteed at least a bronze medal. But maybe she wants more, Craig.
I know she wants more. I know that for a fact. Okay, here's where she goes to work. Switchback 9. Solid. She goes backside 9.
Yup.
Switch off the toes. Okay, you can't go bigger than that. I'm sorry, that was massive. Cap 5 and the crippler, does she? Oh my goodness, okay. We got us here a ball game, folks. Oh my goodness, you can see her grab her heart, and as I did, because That crippler at the very end, it didn't look like she had enough. It looks like she was going to come straight down on her head. Kind of kicks it and brings it around.
Who likes to rock the party? Zoe Sadowski Sinnott on her final run, saving her best for last.
Likes to rock the party.
Yes, thank you for completing the sentence. So, what now, partner? She's sitting in bronze medal position.
I mean, okay, so
Lori Bluan's in front of her.
Lori Bluan maybe had a less technical rail section than Zoe, but she did have that cab double underflip and that front 10 double. Zoe switch back nine, cab 5. So she hit that feature switch. I'm just trying to compare their runs in my head to see who I think should beat. I think Zoe might bump Lori.
And she does. Jumps over Lori Bluan into silver medal position. And with that, Jamie Anderson is guaranteed another X Games gold. Oh, and look, Jamie's mom joining in the action. Lauren Anderson watching that. What an amazing moment.
Wow.
What more can be said? This is her 7th slopestyle gold medal. Her 18th X Games medal, already the most decorated woman in X Games history.
And some people could sit there and say, yeah, she's done this before. Yeah, she's experienced this. But when you get a little bit older in your career, these mean more. You're fighting people who are coming up, who are gunning for you. I mean, that feeling right there, you can see it in her eyes, you can hear it in her voice.
You just saw her sister Stacy there. Just an unreal moment for Jamie Anderson. This is a victory lap.
You almost don't want to talk through this. This is history.
And the pressure is off for Jamie Anderson right now as she knows she's guaranteed another X Games gold medal. And this is looking as good as her first, partner.
Oh my God, okay. That is why you have to love Jamie Anderson. That run didn't matter, essentially, but she does a backside rodeo stale fish so good. That run could have been on the podium too, and that was just a throwaway.
Good riding.
What an amazing last couple of runs there. Zoe Sadowski Sinnott getting the silver medal, and then Jamie Anderson. This was a victory lap, and she might have won gold twice with that one. Just
straight up.
Unbelievable performance.
Straight up.
So our podium is set. Lori Bluan with the bronze, Zoe Sadowski Sinnott the silver, and Jamie Anderson earning her 7th X Games gold medal.
I knew, like, top to bottom, I had a good run. I know Zoe had a really sick back-to-back 9. So I got in there and I was about to drop in and I thought she bumped me. I was just had the attitude that I was gonna try to do my run better and put a back 9 at the bottom. And then they said, by the way, you're still in first. And that's when I kind of like bowed down. It makes me so happy. My family was able to support even virtually. Family is the most important thing to me, and I was so happy they were there sending their love. It feels amazing. I can't believe I have 18 medals and 7 golds. Holy smokes.
Congratulations to Jamie Anderson, but we're just getting started. When we come back, it's the women's ski big air.
Welcome back to X Games Aspen 2021. I'm Jimmy Coleman alongside Tom Walsh, and we're in the midst of the women's ski big air. 3 runs in the books already, and the big story so far is returning champion Mathilde Grimaud. She took a huge slam at the end of her 3rd jump, attempting a 1440. It was pretty rough, but luckily she was able to walk away and is miraculously staying in the competition. with just under 8 minutes left on the clock. Back up to the top of the order, it's Caroline Clare sitting in 6th place.
Caroline looking to see if she can bring out that 1080 rotation. Oh, gets it! Going huge on that landing and stomping the switch 1080.
So she's got a 46 total as of right now as we take a look at some highlights here.
Looking from the bottom, you can really see, count the number of lines all the way down in between that 3rd and 4th line. They paint that blue dye to let these riders know where the landing is on a flat light day, and she just holds that safety grab and goes to the moon, all the way to the bottom, puts the landing gear down and rides away.
Well, right now it's time to learn a little bit more about our rising star, Eileen Gu, and our Wendy's athlete profile.
This is a week of firsts. There's a lot of firsts happening. For one, I'm the youngest person in my events and I'm the only rookie. Second, this is my first real big air contest ever, so that's a big one for me. This is the biggest jump I've ever hit, big air wise. As far as I know, I'm the only person who has both way forward stubbles, but I can't say this for a fact because every year, like I said, X Games is the place for people to really push it. Really, X Games women's big air, I will say, every year has been my favorite event to watch. It is so progressive. I'm just honestly really hyped to be here more than anything, and I still see myself as like the young kid, the rookie on the block, so I'm honestly just looking up to everybody who I'm competing against right now. All the fun. I'm having all the fun right now.
We're working our way towards 5 minutes. Eileen Gu now finds herself at the bottom of the pack here as we are approaching the 5-minute mark.
Opting for the big right side 900, so a little bit of tactics here from Eileen. She was going for that big right side double cork and scaling it back. She wasn't able to land it, tried it twice. Here she goes for the 900 with the very cool, look at that, going for the A-Hall signature Buick grab. I mean, really creative grab option there. You don't see anybody else other than Alex Hall in the men's field doing that one. So really cool variety, and then stomping one. So now she's got 2 solid tricks down.
Well, remember, she had that 41 the first go around, so now she bumps all the way up into 2nd from the bottom of the pack. She now finds herself in the silver medal position.
Really smart strategic move there from Eileen Gu.
2 skiers left to go in the run order as we are working towards the 3-minute mark here in our ski big air final. Megan Oldham still sitting in that gold medal spot for right now.
Going for maximum speed here with the switch hit. Going for the 1260, so trying to back up her forward 1260 with a switch 1260 would be incredible. Not quite getting that landing around there, so ended up more at the 3 spins, 1080 rotation, when she really wanted to spin that additional 180 and land forward. You can see she wraps around, basically lands backwards, but she was hoping to spin an additional half spin there and come around back to her feet forward, and man, that could up it as well. I mean, she's got a good score for that switch 1080, but at 1260, now we're talking.
So it's Oldham, Gu, and Claire here, 1, 2, 3 as of right now. We are working towards 2 minutes left to go here in this competition. If time expires while we're in the middle of the run order, we will finish out the run order so everyone gets the same amount of runs. But look who we have here. It's Mathilde Grimont who took that nasty slam the last go around, Tom.
Absolutely incredible to see her back at the top. She tried a switch double cork 1440 last run, went all the way to the bottom of the landing, lost everything, crashed super hard, and she's back at the top, ready to give it another go. Talk about toughness.
So she still has a 45 as her best single run score. Remember, we're taking your 2 best runs and totaling them together.
Will we see her try the 1440 again? We will! She gets it! Incredible! Mathilde Grimond gets up after a horrifying crash and lands the first 1440 ever in women's competition. Incredible.
And all of that after taking a terrible slam in the last run. This was huge.
Huge switch, double cork, 1440. She locks in the safety grab. This run, she's able to get the speed perfectly. Look at her wrapping, flipping. This is the biggest trick we have ever seen at X Games for the women in ski, and she puts it down incredibly clean. Maybe a bit of a hand drag, but absolutely incredible. She got up after that fall and just said, I'm gonna land this.
And she gets a 46, so you combine that together, 91 total for her. That puts her on the top of the podium here. It's Mathilde Grimont, Megan Oldham, and Eileen Gu, your 1, 2, 3.
The switch double cork 14, dominated.
What an unbelievable comeback for Mathilde Grimont. And let's not forget X Games rookie Eileen Gu, grabbing the bronze medal in her first ever X Games competition. Don't go anywhere. When we return, it's the Wendy Snowboard Knuckle Huck.
Welcome back to the world of X Games. I'm your host, Jack Matrani. Tonight, we've got the men's ski super pipe, but first, it's the Wendy Snowboard Knuckle Huck.
Wendy's Knuckle Huck here at X Games Aspen 2021. Brandon Graham again joined alongside Craig McMorris on this beautiful evening for snowboarding. So we're ready to set this thing back. We're in the midst of our 20-minute jam session. The riders trying to get in as many runs as they can. It's overall impression. And Jamie Anderson on her third run dropping in. If you're just joining us, it's her first time in Knuckle Huck. It's the first time we've ever had a woman compete in Wendy's Knuckle Huck.
And in my book, she's in the lead. She's just gone 3 for 3.
3 clean pulls.
Yeah.
Yo Aizawa, no one has taken a more unique line out here tonight than Yo.
He's covered acres.
Well, he charges per mile.
Sticking that left side again. Okay. Using the Jeep banner as a wall ride, lands and then back threes off that knuckle there. He's using everything, and they're just dropping him down.
And Dusty Hendrickson is already dropped for his third run.
That was so sick. Are you kidding me? Cab 1 tail press, front flip out. Uses his tail like a trampoline, and usually if you do a front flip, you pop off your nose or your front foot. Dusty says, nah, I'm just gonna go right off my back foot here. Bye.
Look at this, breaks him off with a little 3-piece. Bang, bang, bang. So we move off to Fridge, under 6 minutes to ride with.
Now, Brandon, everybody's starting to feel it. Everybody slowed down a little bit. They're bringing some more technicality, a couple more butters in.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness, okay.
He just mashed all the controller buttons.
That was, he did a cab 7, so 2 full rotations. Cab 7, pops, and does he go cab double 9?
Body's getting wrecked today.
Oh, Marcus Cleveland coming correct here tonight. Also, check him out on TikTok. So he landed that cleanly earlier in practice, that clip from TikTok. And to all our fans out there, if you want to join in, check out X Games Mode #challenge on TikTok and post your clip. You could be just like Marcus Cleveland.
Exactly the same. All you have to do is a cab 7 into a cab double 9.
So we move on to Jamie Anderson, who's been run perfect so far, and that continues.
It's just the consistency is what floors me.
I feel like you've said that word before when describing Jamie Anderson.
She just doesn't fall.
And in previous years, Craig, it might have been clear like, oh, Fridge is maybe looking like he's got the edge, or Zeb Powell, who unfortunately due to an injury is not competing this year, Marcus Cleveland. This still feels wide open to me.
Absolutely. I mean, Marcus Cleveland hasn't really put anything down that has pushed him past everybody. I mean, Jamie Anderson, Fridjoff, Dusty, Jake, everybody's still in it.
Dusty Henriksen closing in on 3 minutes.
There's that layback we saw Marcus Cleveland do. Marcus Cleveland grabbed his Dusty, letting it hang.
Let's go.
Now this is interesting here, Brando. Look at the clock. If Marcus Cleveland goes and then we run another rider, I believe the rest of the field will have to go, as there is still time on the clock. Wow, this is control. That is not what he wanted to do. He wanted to do the cab 7 and then do that cab double 9, but he knows he doesn't have enough pop off, so he kind of stops it there and holds it at cab 7. So he does 2 full 360s, hits the snow, does another 2 full 360s. That's control. That's all that is.
He's so good.
He is so good right now.
So here's Jake Cantor under a minute in Wendy's Knuckle Huck.
Cab 1, backside 9.
Oh my.
Jake Cantor has made his case here today. Dusty Henriksen, this is a young man with upper management written all over him, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you.
That was such a cool follow cam. I believe that was Gimbal got there on the follow cam where he was kind of leading him.
And can you pay attention to the punk rock patches he has on his pants?
I didn't even see this. So he did this trick before where he did it really proper. He put his back foot down and that front foot didn't even come close. There you can see his front foot kind of touches the snow.
Jody Foster's Army, body count, total chaos. Just a few of the patches on his pants.
Heard of him?
Thank God we have researcher Colin Bain.
Thank you, Colin.
Doing God's work out here. Fridge, run number 5. We want it, Fridge. We've come for it. It's time for Mr. Narwhal to give you that good luck.
Oh! I think he surprised himself a little bit there. I don't know if he thought he was going to get it around. It's like, I'm amazed I did this. I'm stoked I did this. It can be used for so many different things.
So here's Marcus Cleveland. Could it all come down to this? Wendy's Knuckle Huck 2021.
That is how you debate.
I mean, this just escalated quickly.
The footwork that he possesses is out of this world. Fakioli cap 7, catches it, gets the lift to go cab 9.
We have no idea what the judges are thinking. They could have been thinking one way, and then Marcus Cleveland on the final run could have potentially swayed it. We have no idea.
And for those watching at home, let us know. All the X Games handles. Oh!
Dusty Henriksen wins gold! Are you kidding me? In his X Games debut, he takes the top spot in Wendy's Knuckle Huck.
I know they were giving out brass knuckles, which sounded like a pretty cool trophy. So yeah, of course, that's the goal, is try to win. But I had no expectations at all. I didn't even know what tricks I was going to do until practice. So Yeah, last second I actually threw up a little Instagram story asking people for ideas and stuff, and yeah, they sent me some crazy stuff, that's for sure. So I kind of just took some of what they said and then I tried to make it my own, and yeah, I'm so stoked I was able to land some stuff. I could not be more stoked to walk away with a medal tonight. It's, yeah, unreal. I'm speechless, honestly. I don't know what to say. I didn't get to really watch much of what was going on, so I was shook when they started walking over to me, that's for sure.
What a performance by 17-year-old Dusty Hendrickson. But when we come back, it's the men's ski pipe. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to X Games Aspen 2021. Before we get to the men's ski pipe, we have to show you what went down on the women's side. Coming off a bronze earlier today, 17-year-old X Games rookie Eileen Gu spun her way to the gold medal, the first in what ought to be an impressive X Games career.
So I had big air earlier today. I was super excited to get third place in that. It was my first big air ever, but I was not able to land one of the tricks that I really wanted to. And I think that really fed the fire for tonight, because it made me really want to push myself to do my absolute best. But it is the most technical run I've ever done, and I've never done it in contests before. So that, on top of being my first X Games, obviously added a lot of pressure and nerves. But that first run going in, I definitely felt a little bit jittery. Second run as well, just a couple scraped landings, a couple missed grabs, and I was in first place, so I was already blown away, but I really wanted to do a little bit better just for myself. And I think that third run is when it really all came together. I went so much bigger than I've ever gone before. I grabbed all of my tricks and just put it all together. And I think that was probably the single best halfpipe run I've ever done.
Now, on to the men's ski superpipe. Jimmy Coleman and Tom Wallish with the call.
We're taking a look at our standings as of right now. It's Aaron Blanc sitting in that top spot, followed by Burke Irving, and a gentleman who got in here as an alternate today, Brendan McKay, sits in that number 3 position. Burke Irving got third place in February of last year at the World Cup in Calgary. Pretty much the last superpipe event that's been contested.
Big
prior to this event.
Switch double cork to start off. And another, so 3 in a row, huge 1440 with that one. He is going all out in this run. One more hit, the big down the pipe double flat spin. No, another, milking it. So many double corks. Wow.
Squeaking that one in at the end of the run. What a finish there for Burke Irving.
Just fitting that last one in with the last feet of that 600-foot super pipe. Look up top. This is the huge rotation, the biggest spin in the run. Gets the 1440, locks in the grab. There are so many double variations in this run. Here he's spinning down the pipe, doing that sort of flat spin style double. Managing that last alley-oop double 7. I did not even see that coming.
And it changes the lead again. He overtakes Aaron Blanc, so Burke Irving finds himself back at the top of the leaderboard here in the men's ski superpipe final. David Wise currently sitting 2 spots out of the podium as of right now in the number 5 position.
Big 1260. Here's the right side 1080. And the switch double. Will he end it with the right side double? Oh, he does. So the same run we saw in run number 2, but hoping to clean up the grabs. Definitely some deductions from the judges in that run when he just
feels good to be
having fun skiing, I think. Here's that bottom hit where we saw, again, just a little bit off, but then right at the end there, locks it in. So in run number 2, he was grabbing his boot, not his ski, and it's those minute differences that make it what it is. So the judges are definitely going to like that more. Is it enough to move up into that top 3?
Nico Porteous, he was in the top 3. He now sits 1 spot outside. He is in that number 4 position.
This kid has been coming out swinging, literally spinning to win like a top. We might see 2 1620s. Count it, there's 1. Will we see back-to-back 1620s? He does. alley-oop double to follow it up. So much technicality. He is fired up.
Did you hear that reaction? Without any fans here, it's still super loud down there. Not just from Nico, but from the other athletes down there in the corral.
Wow, huge run there. Let's take a look at these. I need to see it in slow-mo just to count. Reaching for the mute grab, wrapping up 16-20. He is doing a left and right version of this, and each one by itself would be the most technically difficult and biggest rotation of the night, and he's doing both ways. That is insane. If I were to dock anything, he's only got 5 hits.
Oh, and it puts him on the top of the leaderboard. That is a huge run right there, and that's definitely got the Porteous family all fired up. All that screaming and yelling, they're liable to crash the Zoom servers out here tonight with that good time they're having there. Wow, what a run. It's Porteous, Irving, and Blunker, 1, 2, 3. Brendan McKay now slides down to that number 4 position.
Whew. Incredible.
We still have 7.5 minutes to go.
I don't know if I can handle anymore. My heart is racing. That was exhilarating. There, Aaron going huge as well, looking to bring that one around. So Aaron did an amazing run, bumped up into first, but now that Nico and Burke overtook, he's looking to up the ante even more by starting off with that huge rotation of his own, changing that whole run up to try to bring it even more ridiculous.
Everyone's building off of that energy and they're just stepping it up from round to round. Oh, I feel like I just had 10 coffees. My heart's beating a mile a minute over here.
Very surprised Alex Ferreira hasn't put one down yet that he's really proud of. I mean, there's been a full run, but he's the guy, he's Mr. Consistent. In the overall format last year, he landed everything. I swear he couldn't do wrong, and he's having trouble linking up the full run the way he wants. 1440 off the start. Huge way to start it off.
Slams a little backseat on that one.
Just a little off. I mean, the 1440 is perfect, but again, just hasn't quite brought the full run together yet.
Well, a couple of big lead changes here in round number 3. It's the New Zealander, Nico Porteous, who finds himself on the top of the standings. We've got a little bit of time left. It's the conclusion of Men's Ski Super Pipe Final when we come back. Welcome back to Buttermilk Mountain. We have completed 3 rounds here in the Ski Superpipe Men's Final. A big shift in the lead change. In that last round, Nico Porteous finds himself at the top of the standings with 2 huge hits in that run, Tom.
Massive 1620s back-to-back. One of the most progressive technical runs we've ever seen. Leaping, catapulting up into that top place.
There are 2 more skiers left that are in the way of that potential gold medal. Aaron Blanc on course, currently sitting in a bronze position. And remember, Aaron held the lead for a brief moment here in this competition as well.
And he starts off with a 1440. Huge run, holding on to that one.
That was such a crazy save.
I don't know how he's holding on to this. He is swinging for the fences, double corks, the whole run, finishing with a 1260. That was absurd.
How did he save that in the middle of the run? How?
He
Explain that to me.
almost fell at least 2 or 3 times and refused to quit. He was down and out after a crash this summer, and he comes to Aspen and refuses to quit. There's the switch, double, switch to switch, almost goes back, but he's able to hold on to it into the next switch double cork. If anything, those slight bobbles on the landing really slowed down his speed, so his amplitude isn't quite as high, but he added a 1440 to the top of his run. So many more spins. Wow.
That was just insane. Oh, and that jumps him ahead into second place, so he overtakes Burke Irving. So now Aaron Blanc is assured a spot on the podium, and Burke Irving is on that podium bubble. The reason why we're down to our final skier, and he's the last man on the outside looking in. He comes into this, your two-time defending gold medalist. It's the best run that counts. Can he make history here tonight, Tom Wallish?
Alex Ferreira, one last shot. Huge 1440 to start things off. Switch 720 there. Another big double cork working his way down the run. Oh, there's the huge 1440 the other direction.
One more hit.
Switch double.
No.
Oh. The family at home celebrating. That was an incredible run. Just a little bit of a back slap on that final hit, unfortunately.
He's been on the podium the last 6 out of 7 X Games Superpipe competitions. He came into this run down in 7th place.
Always looking to impress the crowd, even if they're at home watching. And here's that bottom hit. The switch double cork, has to let go of the grab, unable to get the full rotation around, and then just to the back, sort of a slug style landing, and unable to ride that one out clean, unfortunately.
Well, he was in 7th pre-run. What's it gonna be? Again, it's Porteous, Blunk, Irving, your 1, 2, 3. As we await the final ranking here for Alex Ferreira, but what a night here in Ski Superpipe Men final.
Yeah, sweet.
And there you go, Nico Porteous is gonna walk out of here with the gold medal. You can almost hear the Porteous family screaming on Zoom right now. Aaron Blunk walking out of here with the silver, and Burke Irving is going to take home the bronze. But tonight belongs to Nico Porteous. For Tom Wallish, I'm Jimmy Coleman. Thanks for watching X Games Aspen 2021. We'll see you next time.